Are you trying to find sources for your research topic? Are you struggling to use the Library of Congress system? How do you search for the sources that you need using the library's website? Introducing Finding a Book in the Library.
Let's take a look at how to use books for research. First, we're going to take a look at how do you use the online catalog. This is where you find information about the books before you go look at the shelves. The Union's catalog can be found on our library's website. Visit www.uu.edu/library to visit the catalog. At the center of our homepage, you'll notice a box that's highlighted and says Search Books. This is where you're going to put your search term. When we search for books, we're going to pick broader search terms than we might use when we're looking for articles. That's because books cover a wider range of topics and are less specific than articles. So enter your search terms, press the Enter button, or press the Search button to pull up the list of results. On the results page, on the left-hand side, you'll see some filters. This helps you narrow down your search. Right now, we have 1,700 results. That's really too many. So first, we're going to look at the option of finding a specific library. You can search for books in any of our campus libraries, including the main campus here in Jackson, the Germantown campus, and the Hendersonville campus. You can also choose the format of the book. Do you want an ebook or do you want a print book? We can also look at the publication year. Are you wanting something super recent? Do you want all the options? It's up to you and depends on your subject. For today's example, we're going to look at books published in the last 5 years that are also available in print. You'll notice I only have 7 results now. When I'm trying to find a book, I'm going to read through the titles the same way I would with articles in the database, then use the summary to help me figure out exactly what the book is about. I'll also want to click on the title of the book to go to its detailed record or information page. Most of the time, this is going to include a list of the table of contents. When we're reading a book for research, typically we don't have to read the whole book. So using the table of contents is going to help you decide if this book actually has the information you're looking for. After you've decided that this is the book you want to check out, you're going to want to go to the Access options to see where you can find it. If it's available online, you can just click the link. If it's not and it's available in print, we're going to want to locate that book on the shelf. The Access options are going to tell you where that is. So let's go back to our PowerPoint and learn a little bit more about call numbers or the spine label that's on our books. This book can be found in the main campus main collection called our book stacks. In libraries, we use 2 different types of classification systems or organization systems. One is called Dewey Decimal. This is probably what you had in your high school library and what you'll see in the public library. It has fewer options for organizing, and there's not as much space for the amount of content that there is in books. That's why university libraries often use the Library of Congress. There's more options to narrow down our subjects and organize books so that they all match together. So what is the call number, or that little tag on the spine? You'll notice that call numbers have letters first, especially in Library of Congress. Dewey Decimal uses numbers first. We have categories that are big that start with just the first letter. For example, all of the M books are going to deal generally with music. All of the L books, generally with education. B is our commentary section. R is typically medicine. So you'll notice the first call number is RM. That's pharmacology. So all the books within RM are going to be related to pharmacology. HM is for sociology. So all the books that have HM as their first 2 letters talk about sociology. Then we have a set of numbers. These are read as a whole number, and they tell us a little bit more about the subclass or specific subject area. The letters and numbers that are after the period or decimal point tell us about the author or the title of the book. These are read as a decimal, not a whole number. Then you'll see a publication date. That's the last set of numbers. Some books that are part of a volume series or are a copy of another book may also have that information, but not all books do. Now, if we want to find our book on the shelf, we're going to take that call number that we've either written down or taken a picture of on our phone, and we're going to go to the shelves. Each of our shelves is labeled so that you know which set of books is on which shelf. Locate that label that matches where your book would be or range that your book would be found in. All of our books are shelved alphabetically and then numerically, and shelved top to bottom, left to right. So you'll skim those call numbers, top to bottom, left to right, until you find your book. What are some other tips about using books for research? Books near each other on the shelves are about the same topic unless their first letters are different. Using the table of contents or the index can help you find specific sections of the book that are going to be most relevant to you. And lastly, don't forget to keep track of the publication information so you can cite your book properly. If you choose to copy pages rather than checking the book out, make sure you take a photocopy of the title page and the publication page, which is the one right behind it, so that you can have the information you need for citing this book. If you have any questions about finding a book on the shelf or using the library's catalog, please schedule a research coach appointment and we'd be happy to help you.